So this is a continuation of the warship that we did. This is number 4. I think so the last one would have been number 3, obviously, because numbers. And apparently we have gotten a couple of upgrades on our ship. So I don't know what all that entails, but hopefully it is some good stuff. Yeah, Creeper World 4 is coming. 3 is out. Creeper World 3 is a very calm game, very relaxed game, and I do enjoy playing it casually. That's a fine finish. Makes the ship look brand new. Hate to interrupt you, but we have a problem. What kind? The inhibitor kind. And the largest yet. I'll put it on the screen. They're not messing around this time. Thank goodness we finished upgrading our ship. We're going to need the extra firepower. Actually, we haven't finished some of the systems. Our dual berthas and our forge need to be recalibrated so their energy usage doesn't drain our generator reserves, and to accommodate for the extra ether. So we'll need some time. In the meantime, get me the readings on this new inhibitor. On the plus side, we'll have our singularity weapon back online with all this extra ether. Oh, and that is the end. Okay, so apparently what has gone on is we've incorporated, last time we got a bertha, so we're up to 2 berthas now and some other stuff going. So our ship is gradually improving. We've also got some mortars, which we didn't have last time. And we've got, I think we had 4 ore mines. We may have actually incorporated 2 more ore mines into the ship. So every time we launch in, we get fresh abilities, fresh stuff. That is actually pretty dang cool. I like that as a mechanic where you're building up and not just like adding a new mechanic, like building your inventory of equipment. Imagine this game without the pause button, it would be pure stress. This looks like pure stress to me. It looks like a jellyfish made out of emitters. Every single one is 20 interval 0.5. And then these are 1000 interval 3. The good news is we only have to kill 1 of these in order for everything to cascade into failure. The bad news is I'm not going to be able to use any of these circles of power because they're all out in space. So this is going to be a hell of a time to actually defeat. And we have got loads of crap all over this map. So as far as our ship goes, it is 10 terrain height. And we've got 1, 2, 8, 9, 8, and then 6. So we are in a basin, which means we're going to have to fight our way out against the emitters that are already relatively well established. This is one that I could probably stand to go up against because it is on space, but then again, the space overflows onto land, and I don't remember at what level that takes place. This is not a particularly easy thing to go about doing. So the mortars should keep us safe. The anti-creep sprayers, we should probably put these all on always on, which I do realize is a bit of a waste, but it is going to fill up the entire basin, and then we need to decide what to do. So I've got 24.2 energy income. Probably want, this is the perfect map to try the anti-creeper wall turtle strategy. I will play the game in my own way, alright? I think that we build a reactor here, question mark? Yeah, we don't have any berthas. Our forge is already constructed. Although, if I build... Nullifier is not going to reach anything. If I build a mortar here, that is also not really going to reach anything. So that's kind of sad. I think we do. I think we do reactor, and then we can turn on the berthas, which are going to be armed and activated and auto-targeted. Yes, so that they will help eliminate some of the creep that is coming about. Okay. We need to figure out how to conquer all of this crap. Let's just build. I think that we did really well last time with the turret drops, so let's just build some cannons. We'll make it part of the cannon. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Which is going to completely and ludicrously stall us, but that's fine. we're going to move this little guy over here. Move this little guy over here. And that is going to more evenly distribute the spread of the anti-creep, which will do wonders for keeping us safe. And then I do believe that we shall need a little bit more efficiency on quite a few things. Now, our forge is having to build. So that is a bit of a problem. Turrets I don't think will be enough to absolutely wreck this. So we're probably going to need a little bit of mortars as well. And we'll just get these things fully built up, fully loaded, and then run them in. I also need to check on the ability of them to launch spores. And we're at 40% build times 1 spore that looks simultaneous. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh dear lord. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I have 4 beamers, which is going to be enough to take out 8 safely. So I definitely need more beamers. Probably 2 in the front and 2 in the back. Oh dear. That is going to be... Hold on, those are mortars. Delete, delete, delete. You're going to suicide turrets and whatnot, suicide mortars to suppress the emitter once they're cleared in the immediate region. Yeah, I am going to do mortars and cannons. So there's our 2 there. I'll drop 1 here and then here. So hopefully that will be enough. Optimistically, that will be enough. And that is obviously going to cause me a lot of harm and heartache. I drastically overestimated the amount of power that I would actually be bringing in. Maybe I should do reactors instead of earth. Let's deactivate a couple of these. Deactivate. Deactivate. We'll just leave these off for now, because the deep creep is not going to become an issue till much later in the game. So I should probably just leave those off. Okay. We'll let these run, get our forge online, get all this other stuff done. Charge without forge, so we get a nice little burst when that thing comes online. And then our mortars will be fully charged shortly. So on the front line, this looks like it is holding, but just barely. I can go for either this one or this one, and I think this one's probably the better bet, because I want to set up the defensive perimeter around this entire line. And that looks like the easier one to get in on. This one is so close to the edge, I'm not going to be able to fully surround it with those mortars. So, let's go ahead and get our drop on. I think that'll do reasonably well. We're going to do digitalis only, and there is... Hold up. Did you just launch? It just gave me the siren whale. 55, 27. Oh, they're staggered. Some of them are actually staggered. Some of them are faster than others. Here. Maybe build eco on the green. I'm thinking about it. I would feel more secure if I had this entire thing taken in before I actually attempt that. Also, we've not unlocked bombers or strafers yet, which is kind of an annoying thing, to be honest. But hopefully we'll be alright. Okay, so with these guys in, I think that that is going to do me just fine and dandidalicious. Drop you in. That is going to defeat everything around there. And mortars are not going to look super healthy, but I think we'll be okay. That's going to get a lot of them. Let's walk back over here. We'll heal them up, refuel. That's going to retract all this stuff. I'm going to go ahead and drop as well a couple of mortars here just to start eliminating some of the deepest of the creepest, so that we don't have quite so much built up that we have to deal with. I think that more mortars are probably a good idea. I think I am going to need more more of the eco buildings. I'm at least going to get in a couple of collectors. Oh my goodness, they're perfectly spaced. It's almost like this was planned. Okay, so we'll do that, which will give us a little bit of income. Like, not a ton, but a little bit better income. And then that's going to build out. Our forge is almost done. I can't get any efficiency upgrades at all, Hero. And please stop with the all caps. I'm -8, so I think that an excessive amount of reactors is probably a bad idea. But I am going to do 2. Okay, good. So these are actually spaced out enough that it is going to stall me some as they come in, but it's not an untenable situation. I'm glad that I built the extra beamer up on the front, though, because if I had not built that one up there, we would have succumbed to the spores. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I'm actually going to drop one of these up towards the front so it fires a little bit more prominently, instead of waiting till it gets to the back before going to any kind of firing cycle. Alright, we're -18, which is not a good spot to be in. I'm going to drop energy efficiency upgrades like there is no tomorrow, because that is going to be the only salvation that I have any hope of achieving. Yeah, we're good up there. No worries at all. Energy efficiency, drop more reactors. We'll drop 3 this time, putting us to actually not very negative numbers, so that is cool. And we can get ready to drop again. So this should work a little bit better than it did last time. I'm going to move all of these guys. Can you not... That was stacked, and now it's not stacked, and now I'll never be able to stack it again. Dadgummit all, you stupid son of a gun! I am disappointed. I am very disappointed in this. Let's move you over here, I guess. Kate, it comes up about once a week or so. Glad you're here for it. Alright, we're going to pull all of you up here for another attempt at this. Now, I don't know whether this will actually work. I'm going to set you to digitalis, drop you up on top, you to digitalis, drop you up on top. And maybe we'll be able to make that connection. Now, I think that there are a couple... Yeah, there's a couple free mortars in the back here, too. So I'm going to drop those up on the top ledge, which should nail this creeper right here. And we are going to start as hard as we can pushing for a relay on the outside edge, because I need to make these connections ASAP. And that looks like a pretty dang good position to me. Come on, come on. You can do this. Just clear a little territory. All you gotta do. A little space in which to plop a little relay. Probably way the hell too close. Do that. Dadgummit. It's not actually gonna be able to just overcome. I'm gonna move all you down here. Because I think that if we succeed in taking this corner, this may have been the better way to do it to begin with. Because if we take this corner, then we'll be able to get up on top here and take this. Oh, yeah. Why did I not do this before? Because Brink is a dum-dum, that's why. Alright, we'll go around there. Keep watching SC videos to figure it out, and you're still lost. I mean, Supreme Commander is a very complicated game. That is not to be underestimated. Very much so. It's like me watching StarCraft. If I try to watch StarCraft, I have no idea what's going on. Because it's like rapid clicking for the sake of rapid clicking, and I don't get what any of the orders are actually doing. It's kind of frustrating, to be honest. I need to move you you out here, and then we need to construct an additional beam weapon. We are currently stalled for 7, which means that our firepower is not as effective as it could be spread across our weapons. I'm going to go ahead and drop 2 more reactors, though, because we need to keep scaling. And then also 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that is good. Okay. So that's going to put us up into positive territory. Since that is the case, I'm going to drop 3 more and put us back in the hole where we belong. Yeah, Brink is definitely an above average player, but not the best person to learn from on Subcom, because I do have some fairly bad habits that tend to hinder me. Namely power stall. Don't do that. That is a bad thing. Okay, so I'm gonna drop you guys up here. This guy really loves his spores. Whoever made this map, because there were so many spores in the last one that we were in. It's kind of crazy. Go fire range times 2, which is going to push us out a long ways. And then I should be able to move you up, change to creeper, and then drop a nullifier right here, and we'll be good. Okay, so the conquest of the upper wall has begun. I think that that is a good spot as any. Let's move some of our mortars across here to start pounding away at this really deep creep over here. And I'm going to be a little scatterbrained with my expansion for right now, but it will come together later on. I basically want this to be taken. Then I want... Oh, no! Dang it all, you freaking... Ah! Okay, Beamer needs to be built up here, because one of those spores just took out my nullifier. Good for you, little spore. Good for you, you overachiever. Bastard, but an overachiever nonetheless. No, that may have actually been... Oh my goodness. That may have actually been the emitter that killed it. I was not expecting that. I can build the nullifier back there, though, so that's fine. Alright, mortars are beating this back. Let's go ahead and move a couple more in. Just to take a little of the pressure off, and then we'll get ready to move up on the top. 24 up right now. So let's get more reactors in. And I'm really hoping that we'll uncover some new tech, because I would love to have some bombers up in here, but unfortunately you can't always get what you want. Move speed is a good thing to increase as well. We'll probably go packet speed / build speed in just a few minutes. Alright, autocannons. Wow, mech warrior on the brain. These are not autocannons, these are regular cannons. There are Berthas, I don't have them firing right now, because I was power stalled, but that actually is a good point. We can go ahead and reactivate those, because we have got a lot of excess power now. Good gracious, the hiccups come at the worst times. Alright, so that is a circle of power which is completely useless, because it is out in space. I feel robbed. Let's go ahead and set up a couple of mortars out here. Come on, Brink. Relax. Maybe the hiccups will go away. Ugh. That is a horrible, horrible feeling. Ow. Why you gotta do me like this, body? Why can't you just be normal, like everyone else's body? You gotta be all like, no, I'm gonna hiccup like crazy. I just realized that this is not actually connected to anything, which is a really bad thing. Move you over here. Get a little recharge going. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yes! Connection has been made. Let's increase the packet speed. 3 of those, and then an ore efficiency. Brink hiccup emote is probably not the best thing to go after because it is only applicable once in a blue moon. But holy cow, when it's applicable, it is a biggie. Dear Lord. We'll try the hold your breath and swallow a bunch of times trick and see if that works. You know, I would love it if you could actually push that back. Thank you very much, you lovely son of a gun. Alright, reactors across the rear. Reactors everywhere. And then we are going to move on this because I do believe that we have cutoff access, yes, to the blue. And that is going to allow us to win this quite easily. And I am pretty dang good with that. So this is going to be easy peasy to defend. Maybe get one more little mortar up there to help beat down that little section. And then I am going to place a nullifier as far away from this as I possibly can. And a relay up on the edge. Should make the connection to everything, as well as getting a mortar on the back. I think probably the 2 turrets should go up in the front. I think that nullifier is fine, but I just want to be sure, because we want to get this in one firing cycle. Also, a couple of extra beamers never hurt anybody. So we are going to do that. As well as moving you up to the front. Thank you very much. And get another read. Good freaking dealio. I do kind of despise the lattice, the digitalis, that's what it's called. Running up along the hill here, it is very annoying. But that is a circle of power, which I am immediately going to plop a mortar down on because there is no better thing when close to the enemy than a super-powered mortar. Hell yeah. I'm gonna run that and move you in one so you can actually make your connection. Relay here. And the Berthas should be firing in a couple of minutes. They are building at the moment. They take so long to build. We're just gonna jack up the build speed to Kingdom Come with that. I am actually, yeah. Peggy, if you want to set up a timeout, that would actually be super helpful. Thank you. Alright, so this mortar is going to push that back, which means that I can stack the edges. Fantastic. Get mortars all along the edge. Maybe even a move of our turrets over to this side to help with the digitalis and whatnot. Get our relays in. Get everybody fueled. It is all good. And that is actually a little more danger than I thought I was putting my mortars in. I should have put a couple more cannons up here than I did. But that's digitalis only. Along with a regular. Or 2. Okay, so with the help of the mortar, that should be able to clear the area. Although those 2 are a little bit beleaguered. So I'm going to bump them to the rear. Dadgummit, relay is not accessible. There we go. It's going to run everything out of town. Bing bada boom. And we're good. So that's going to close us in on the next as well. Alla freaking Luya. Giggle, the stream is going decently well. Thank you for asking, man. Right now, I am building out along the outside wall here in order to make, oh dear, all of the proper connections. Oh dearie, dearie me. This is why I said I hate digitalis. Okay, so this is going to be set to digitalis only, and it is going to cut off the access here. Relay to make the connection, and now everything is going to die because of course it is. Relay over here. Please, 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 please. Come on. There's literally nothing there. Why is this so dang effective? It's gonna take 2 to hold it back. Oh my goodness. This map is actively fighting against me right now. Digitalis. Digitalis. I'm gonna have to have 4 turrets on this full time just to keep the Digitalis from spreading. I have never seen Digitalis that was this feisty. That is unbelievable. Alright, relays in to make sure the connections are proper. Get our mortar back down so that we're super powered on this edge. Thank goodness this edge hasn't fallen. Let's go ahead and put a nullifier over here just to get that done. My goodness. Okay, so Digitalis only times 2 turrets dedicated on the front. They're not going anywhere. Those are only devoted to keeping this alive. And then we have got to get set up to do 2 on the other side as well. That is a rare challenge. Okay. Yeah, no, I forgot them initially, and it kind of got me in some trouble, but I now have them positioned where I need them to be, so it is all good. Thank you for the thought, though. Get a couple snipers out here just in case anything wanders too close. And then as far as beamers go, I think we're okay. I think. We may need to get a couple more in here at some point, but they seem to be staggered enough now that it's not causing any gigantic issues. So I think what we need to do, we need to set up our 2 turrets like we have over there that are strictly bound to providing Digitalis cover. And that is what it is going to take to actually get over here. Wait. Oh, dang it all. That's another power circle that I can't use. That makes me upset. Makes me very upset. It's a wasted resource. Okay, so that's going to push back there. And then this guy, I think, yes, is on 8 terrain height. So we'll be able to get a second super mortar over here established so that we can actually do some useful things. Alright, life is not completely terrible. It is okay. There is no need to be alarmed. Except for by the amount of power stall that I am about to undertake for the sake of eco-whoring like mad. Minus 20, that is impressive even for me. We're gonna do 1 more fire range, 1 more fire rate upgrade. So that will superpower the turrets that we have remaining. Then I'm gonna move 1 more beamer up to the top, I think. Another circle brink is power less to use. I mean, power stall is a good thing. If it leaves you with more power on the other side, right? Let's take our ore efficiency out for a test run. Because I think that what we're about to do is we're about to move our anti-creep spreaders to the front and suck this plateau, or this valley dry, I should say. Start moving that out to the front edge where it can actually do some good. Alright, mortars up to the front edge. I do believe that we are able to stage a turret over on this side. And I am actually going to drop 1 of my sprayers on the front edge. Just go ahead and do that, because I think that'll be a really nice buffer. I can also start moving a couple of Digitalis turrets up to the front, because that is going to start creeping this direction. And as we clear all of this crap here, we should be able to take this back. I'm just going to build a lot of mortars on this side, because eventually we are going to be moving all of these to the top edge. But that'll just help us for now get where we need to go. That was probably a really bad choice of timing to move that beamer. That was, in fact, a very bad choice in timing to move that beamer. But you know what? It's fine. We'll make it work. You should probably be up here. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Overlapping fire should be fine. And then we're going to drop some relays up on top. So that way, we can bring fuel to the front line in a meaningful manner. And that, my friends, is exactly what we are waiting on. Get a nullifier down with. Oh, that is good. Okay, so we pretty much got everything secured here. What we need to do is we need to drive directly into the heart of the creep over here. And we need to take out one of these guys, because all we have to do is take out one, and literally all the rest of the creep blows up. Now, to get rid of the stunners, it might actually be advantageous, because we cannot terraform to kill these, but I don't know that that is absolutely necessary. He always has a massive pool of anti-creep covering his base. I'm sorry. Analysis on the new enemy complete. This being seems to be evolved form of the alpha inhibitor, so for clarity I'm designating it as a gamma inhibitor. As for its abilities, I see a cluster of spores and runner nests under his control like previous inhibitors. However, this one seems also to be able to manipulate reality on a small scale. It is the one responsible for these gaps of void occurring planet-side. Approaching will be difficult. Not just that, it also prevents us from nullifying some of its defensive structures. We'll be unable to stop the spore cluster or the runner nest until we first dealt with the gamma inhibitor. Clever little bugger. It's adapting to our previous battles. It's also preventing us from accessing power zones for the emitters we can nullify. Some of them won't be usable. So that is why we're missing stuff in the void here. Okay, so the gamma inhibitor, I am assuming, is this thing, which means we may actually have to kill all of them after all, which is a bit of a bummer. I think, though, that if we are able to fight up through here, potentially take out these two, run up the center, hit this, relay across, bridge the gap with a pair of turrets right here that are able to fire against this. Ooh, no, that'll have to be a pair of mortars. Then we'll have to defend against the digitalis. We can bridge to the right and then proceed up through the center. This is going to be hellacious to actually do, especially since we don't have terps. Missing terps is a big deal. Silver CD looking thing? It is mission information, essentially. Okay. We've got plenty of reactors. I think that we start spamming the ever-living hell out of mortars for our incoming domination by drop. Because since we don't have bombers or anything like that, I feel like this is one of the only options left open to us. So we're going to stall for 24 while we're building a nullifier. And depending on our defenses to get us done. Brink, why do I do this? Why do you do this to yourself? I can't even talk in the third person correctly. Reactors would probably solve this problem. Although, we're about to be fine because they're all built now. So, that's all good. That is all good. Let's drop this over here. And then get a relay up to the front where it can be defended easily. Drop a turret to make sure that that happens, and then we'll be ready to drop all the rest of the mortars. I am going to move some of these up to the front edge, just so that we can have a good, solid defensive perimeter. And the rest of those will be used for the droppages. I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these collector fields on, so that everything coming into the back edge is dispensed towards the front again. So we're going to do dispatch excess, enable collection fields. And then we build additional sprayers on the front side so that I am not perpetually drowning in anti-creep, as some of these people have so kindly pointed out. probably need one down here, maybe? Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna take you, you, and you. I'm going to enable always on and let them do as they do. This should work out just fine. Alright, fire rate again. Next up, we're going to go for fire range, because fire range is going to be pretty critical for what we need to do up on the far side. Yes, yes, yes. I am still in the basin. I'm sorry. This is not an easy mission, okay? It does take a bit of brain power. We're going to go ahead and hit this and proceed with the plan that I did have about going straight up through the... Oh. I'm going to have to put a relay here. That is not actually consistent landmass. That is straight creeper on top of digitalis. Oh dear. That is not fun at all. Let's go ahead and drop another row of reactors here, at least where I can. Maybe some more reactors in here as well. Seems decent. That'll bump us up a tick or two. Can also get one more energy efficiency upgrade, so we're not stalled quite so much. We're actually only stalled around 10% now. So even though the number of stall is quite large, it's not as bad as it looks. I just finished power stalling? Yeah. You could make an OBS plugin for that in all likelihood. It would be an interesting thing to see pop up. Me drowning in anti-creep as the game goes on for all of the resources that I'm wasting. It would be a good indicator for everyone on stream for exactly how bad I'm doing. Let's go ahead and do... I'm going to take all of these mortars and we're just going to bomb this thing. Take all of those. That is every single mortar that I have. And we are going to drop all of them over here. And that is going to be connected by relay right over here so that hopefully we can actually defend ourselves. I am also going to build a few cannons to drop because cannons are going to be necessary to contain that emitter for the future. But I'm fully expecting to lose every single one of these mortars without being able to save them. Let's go ahead and do that. All of our reactors are built. Good, good, good. In comes the Berthas. Would have actually been a nice thing to do. I could have shifted the Bertha fire so that it was appropriately targeted for the territory that we were trying to take. That would have been a wise thing, but as we have seen multiple occasions, Brink is not a very wise man sometimes. Yes, they are Super Berthas. They absolutely are, and I am thinking that I am going to actually target that right there. It'll hit it on the next firing cycle. So we'll wait for the mortars to recharge. We'll have the cannons ready to go. Surround that, get the digitalis set. You are actually going to go dedicated digitalis, as are you. And then we should be able to nullify that son of a gun. Okay. Get a little closer with the relay. Believe that that is, yes, that is higher ground, so it will be fairly difficult for that to actually be taken away from me. You are not going... You can go. That's fine. Alright. Let's take a little care here. I'm going to move several of these mortars out in favor of closer turrets. And then I am going to move, actually you as well. You over there, and then drop a relay over here. Alright, I can get a relay here. Then I need turret, 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 turret. So that will be my containment. And then I need a digitalis turret on this side and a digitalis turret on this side, which should be able to overcome what is there with the assistance of all of the rest of the mortars. And then we just need to get our relays placed strategically once those are set. Now, you really need to not hit anything while I am in this critical phase. That would be amazing. Okay, so Bertha can retarget like right over here, maybe? Yeah, that'll pull a little bit of the strain off. I'm gonna get a relay up here, which will not be able to start feeding because everything is now going to hell. Okay, we're gonna try one more time. We got close, but unfortunately it was not enough. Let's do a couple more cannons and set these to digitalis, because I think that was part of our downfall, is I need strong digitalis prevention. Move the digitalis turrets up a level. Oh, you're right. This is all in a hole. I didn't realize that. Hold on. Can the nullifier reach? Oh my goodness, the nullifier can reach without even having to... Brink, you special child. Okay. This actually just got way easier. Okay, so those can go there. There is no digitalis threat. We can drop mortars in right here. Then we need relays on the back side to make sure that all of these are well fed. Bertha cannon should be able to deny. We get our space cleared. Oh, that is so much easier. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, Breakstream 101. Oh. Wait. Destroy that. We need to go forward 1 so that we get both of the things in. Do not. Don't you. Okay. Don't you dare. I'm going to get 2 of those in because that is otherwise going to be really bad. Please? Yes. Okay, good. We may actually need 3 beamers up on the front in order to get that fully protected, because we are stalling out. Dag yum. Okay. 2, and we're good. We are absolutely fine. One of you down there. I'm gonna get our 2 digitalis buddies over to this side, which are gonna just fire to keep this clear. That's all we're asking of it. Might not work, but hopefully it will. So now this mortar is going to continue to clear all of this. It's going to take a little while to eat it through, but hopefully that'll be fine. Go ahead and drop our relay across. I need multiple extra digitalis. Those 2 need to stay. There's my other 2. Alright, so digitalis in. And that is going to be everything supplied. Speaking of, fire range and packet speed, because those are of critical importance. Make the warehouse work, but the logistics is not cooperating. Sorry. Factorio! I don't know. It could get extremely complicated, and then when you're doing warehouses inside warehouses, like, I don't know how you figured out to get the drones to work through the passageways on the warehouse. That is kind of insane. Alright, so everything is connected, and we're now ready to start clearing a path up through to the center here. And we are slowly depleting everything on this edge. So let's go ahead and work with that. I'm going to drop my mortar contingency plan up into the front edge. We're going to take even more mortars and drop them even farther up, and even more mortars and drop them even farther up. And a lot of these fine mortars will die. Their sacrifice will be greatly appreciated. But alas, what must happen must happen. Okay, so we can connect 2. We really need some turrets. Really, really need some turrets. Because turrets are what actually maintains the cleanness of the ground. I'm gonna move all you back. We're gonna get everybody recharged, and I think that we should be able. You there. Ah, our turret moved off of the circle of power. That's what the problem was. So we got to get that cleared. Maybe I should pull both. No, the one Bertha auto-targeting is probably a good thing, because it's decreasing the amount of creeper that's all over the place. We just have the one that is kind of clearing our pathway for us. Alright, mortars, let's get ready to go again. Up, up, and away! That is going to be a relay right there. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Can you like clear the little section of ground right there? Where everybody's sitting, where I know you see. Crap. Give it back. Maybe I just need to move some turrets up to secure. Although, good lord, we actually did it. Okay. Let's move you guys up to secure a beachhead. That's going to clear everything out right here. And then we should be able to drop a new relay. Oh, yes, finally! We have made progress! Real freaking progress. Let's take another 3. And that's going to be another relay. And meanwhile, I can move some of these mortars back in over here where they can start suppressing, and we'll be able to punch straight up through the center. That is good. Maybe shields is a safety measure for your supply line? Yeah, not a bad idea, actually. But I think we're okay. I just need to maintain lots of beamers up on the front so that we don't get spored. Because I think spores are where we're really going to have issues. I'm going to leave one cannon here, and we're going to go get another beachhead established up on top of the mountain. Grab a relay, move up with our... Where are they? Ah, 2 snipers is enough. Move up with a couple of snipers so we can make sure that nothing hits us from the front. And then we're going to get a few more mortars in. Oh, yeah. All well within reach of the relay. And that should knock everything out on this side and open up a pathway for us to start moving towards these circles of power, because that is going to be glorious. Access to 2 Berthas? Yeah. This game is a bit restricting on what you're able to actually do because of the story mode. And the Bertha is firing at the farthest extent, and I just realized that I am wasting my Bertha shots. There we go. We're going to start clearing this up right here, so those are not wasted anymore. Oh, that is beautiful. At least we've got some consistent terrain patterns there. It's not going to be absolutely nightmarish to hold, only slightly nightmarish. In the meantime, I'm going to move up. We are going to move in with a couple of you. You're going to be set to digitalis. You there, and go. Okay. So that should be enough for us to make our connections and clear this zone, I think. 2 turrets is a bit sketchy, but since we're resupplying them regularly, we should be able to make it through. This is going to be the big thing, because I have to have a relay point somewhere here, and I'm not sure exactly where that somewhere comes in. Move you over and you here, actually. Okay, sweet. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Not as bad as I thought. So now we just have to keep progressing and also making sure that, yes, in fact, the blue lines are fine. Now that I'm looking at this, there's actually a network of raised ground around, and I could have used that. I could have taken the high road, but no, I had to go down through the Valley of Doom. It's fine. Sometimes Brink does not pay that much attention at the beginning as he should. Although I felt like I spent quite a bit of time to analyze at the start of this. Maybe a bit too much. I don't know. I guess there's a balance to be struck there. Build some snipers. I've got a couple snipers up at the front, but they are probably not sufficient to actually clear all of this mess. I really need this to die. I'm actually going to drop this out here, because I need a relay over there. I need a relay bad. And it's cleared before the thing can actually fall. Okay. Game, why you preempt me so effectively? Making me look bad in front of all my friends. Go to... Can I get another? I can get another connected. I guess this is the worry side anyway, so it's probably fine that I'm putting it there. Probably. Probably being the operative word. Alright, relay. Slap it on down. And then we need to get... Actually, the most effective thing to do here is probably going to be to put 2 turrets, 1 digitalis, 1 regular right here. And then that is going to give us a really wide firing pattern with a full tank of fuel. And then we get a relay down, and that will connect both of them to the main power grid. And we'll be able to keep this entire area clear. Come on. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Although that might not be enough. Dang it. We're going to have a guppy to supply this while we're waiting. Dang it all. Alright, structure. No, we don't have guppies. Oh my goodness. That's problematic. Okay. So you're going to change to a little farther forward so we do a little more damage with this. And then we're going to need to change up and have more turrets that drop in with us so that we can sustain a little bit better, because that did not go as well as it could have. You can time it with the Bertha shot? Yeah, I can. Let me... Alright, Bertha overhead, which means the other one is about to fire. Let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All up to the front with 2 marked as digitalis only. Yeah, probably 2. Wait for those to catch up a little bit. Here comes the Bertha shot. Drop 1 there, drop 1 there. Which will hopefully let this clear a little bit faster than it was. And then we need to get a relay down ASAP. And hopefully the additional firepower / ammunition that is available will allow this to build a lot more quickly. Okay, so there's relay, go there. Go to the forge, where we are going to drop our last fire range, and then all of the packet speed and build speed that we can possibly get in. We are already succumbing to the mess, and there it is! 2 untainted power zones. They look in good condition, too. Let's install them onto the ship once we deal with this inhibitor. Okay, so the ship will now have 2 more power circles the next time we go into a mission. That is pretty freaking cool. I am okay with how this is going. Alright, so we're going to back these up a little bit. We're going to get them a little more organized so that they function properly, and then I'm going to get a couple of snippers built, which actually do look like they have pretty decent firing lines through here. I'm going to build 3, and then we're going to build 2 beamers, because we need beamers. If I can actually get them spaced out. There we go. Okay, cool. We're feeding through one relay, which is not great, to be honest. But we should be able to sustain. And then we are starting to get a foothold on the other side. So I can be super happy about that. Move the snipers to the power rings? No. No. I don't think that that is actually conducive to what I need. Because if you look, the range that they can actually reach is not increased by the circle of power due to the fact that there is terrain in the way. So it's not going to work the way that you think it will. Okay, so this is sustaining. That is good. Now we just need to be able to get up to this, holy cow, this rat's nest of a monstrosity of a creeper production facility. Holy hell. Maybe we go around the side? What is the terrain over here? So it goes up, and we've got like 8 terrain into 9 terrain. 8 into 9. That is not looking super good for us. Also, these larger skitterers take a lot of sniper fire to actually drop. So I think we may need significantly more snipers. Which is probably why people were saying put the snipers on the circle of power in the first place. But I like doing things the Brink way, not the easy way. Have supply issues with the time for the packets? Yeah, I could move up the command center. That's probably a good idea, actually, except for the fact that I don't have terps. And that looks like about the only place that I can put it, and that is pretty freaking exposed. Also, doesn't my supply stop while I'm flying? I think it does. No, it actually maintains the connection through the grid, so that's fine. Alright, we're going to move him up. Allow the distribution of our power to take place from a closer proximity. Oh, that's how they get so much power. There's a bunch of stacked reactors on the ship. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Oh. Alright. We'll run all these in, and then I think we can go ahead. Is at that little son of a gun. I'm a little concerned about the potential for digitalis intrusion right here. So I'm going to drop 2 here, and one of these is going to be marked digitalis only. Just to make sure that that command center doesn't get into anything too crazy. And now I got to figure out what to do over here. So you, my friend, are going to be marked to digitalis. Because I think that I need that to be pushed back a little. And then this is significantly higher ground. So what I might do is I might go ahead and drop one of these up here just to see what happens. Because I think that I can maintain this. I just need room to put a relay. Oh yeah, totally. Totally. I just need to be able to get a sniper up there as well, so we can destroy all of this crap that's running around. Because that is going to get real old real fast. Let's go ahead and drop 2 more, and one that is exclusively digitalis, just to see if I can break this, because I'm not sure I can. As we've seen in this game so far, digitalis spreads like freaking crazy. Also get our mortars from the back. We're going to drop right up on the edge here to assist with this. Because I think that with the mortars backing it up, we should be able to, beat this firing line back and get up to some of the 8 height terrain, which will give us a much more level playing field to mount the snipers on. Because the snipers are still having trouble with the firing cycles. So if I get it here, I'll be able to get the vast majority of this under fire, and it will be fine. Okay, so you are going to go to digitalis, because everything here is on the digitalis. Good. And that is going to finally beat back all of that stuff. That is looking good. Let's go ahead and pull this guy. These two are of no use, I think. No, they're not. If I pull this away, then we're probably going to end up... I don't know. The anti-creep is doing a pretty effective job of protecting everything. I'm gonna leave those there. I'm gonna leave those right there. Okay, so I don't know that is on the digitalis. I don't think it is. But this relay is going to be a gigantic pain in the buttocks to protect. I basically need to get a bunch of snipers, and we need to get ready to drop them, because snipers are bae when you are on a map such as this one. Although we are slowly but surely reducing the number of walkers, so it's pretty good. Alright, sweet. So now we just need to stage up to the next level. Get a relay up here. I'm seeing this dropping pretty steadily. Oh, our power has actually tanked. Let's get our maximum power efficiency, just so we make sure we don't stall. Because, as we all know, stalling is very, 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 very bad. Also, I'm going to move snipers up to the front here. Okay. Alright, Mr. Turrets, let's go in. I think we need one fewer so that we can fit our relay in. And then we need to swap these for snipers as quickly as possible. I think that's what we gotta do. Okay, so those are up there. That is gonna claim us this entire territory, hallelujah. Get our relay up on the front, which will help connect everything to power. And we are good. Fantastic. All right, let's do a sprayer. So some of these sprayers are doing more good than others. I think that overall we actually have enough anti-creep on the network with our suction over here that we should be able to sustain a couple more sprayers. But I guess not. Like, we are running a lot of stuff. It would be nice to have a sprayer on the front line, because that would give us like a little cushion of certainty against the doom that besets us from every side. I cannot build a shield. So I'm limited to the amount of shields that I have on my ship. But as we saw earlier, I can move those shields. Well, let's move one up. I'm going to drop it up here somewhere. Probably right here. Can't lose it, because this is the only shield we've got. Well, there are a couple more, I suppose, but these are the only shields, plural, that we have. And that's a pulse cannon gone. Okay, we have a direct replacement. That's fine. Not able to move. I think that what we need to do is we need to actually brace here. Oh. Oh! Hold on a minute. Oh my goodness, this cannon can hit them as they come. What the crap? The circle of power was the answer the entire time. Although, they are still managing to get across due to the speed, so that's still kind of a problem. It's a much easier to solve problem, and also, I can just do this, and then there will be no more problems. It's a self-solving solution. Okay. Get a relay down. Get all those in. Zippity-doo-dah. And then we'll be able to murder the faces off of everything that is coming. Okay, I feel a lot better about how that is going to end up going. Go ahead and get an additional cannon down. Right here. And then I feel like I need a digitalis gun to disconnect the digitalis so it doesn't refuel from this side. Put one on both circles of power? No. Welcome in, Dusty, and thank you very much for the bits, man. I hope I'm not screwed. That would kind of suck. Let me go up here. And we're going to mark this digitalis only. Digitalis, lost a pulse cannon on the front. That's actually fine. I'm not going to worry about these pulse cannons as much. Because I'm thinking, might be wrong, but I'm thinking that I am going to be able to sustain, thanks to the complete and utter decimation of any of the stunners coming across the bridge by this massive wave of snipers. And it's done. That is good. Okay, so turrets are doing their jobs fantastically well, and I am eternally grateful. Now we can actually think about the real objective here, which is actually getting more cannons set on digitalis. Because I need to sever this connection pronto. Come on. Come on. Cut the line. There we go. Now they can't refuel each other. That is going to drastically decrease the amount of spreading that they can do. Alright, 2 digitalis cannons, 1 regular cannon, along with a shield to keep the creeper back, and we are in position to go ahead and place a nullifier. Oh my goodness, this is a day to remember. Where's that quote that says Brink doesn't read chat? War, I saw the suggestion for Circle of Power snipers earlier. I just didn't think that it would actually do any good. Because of the way that everything was spaced. Like, I didn't think that it was a thing that would work. Because I was looking at the blocked access over here. I wasn't thinking about that, oh my goodness, you can just cut them completely off from the network, and then they'll all die over here, and it's fine. I just need this stuff to go away. We need this to be digitalis. Because I need this digitalis to leave the building so that I can actually build a nullifier that's worth a damn. Ah! It gets stunned. The stupid super stunner here is wrecking my face. Let's bring a sniper up here. Just to eliminate this thing, because that's got to go away if I am going to be able to do anything over here. So as long as this is all functioning, it works fine. It's only when this stupid son of a gun comes over and gets all up in my business that it does anything bad. Okay, I need to move this over one. And replant the nullifier. Are you gonna stick around? Gonna be good. You good? You good. Alright, it looks alright. No, there goes the nullifier again. Alright, fire rate increase. Build speed increase, packet speed increase. Ooh, you know what I can do? I can move this over here. We'll get even closer with the command center. It'll be amazing. Save the forge points for something? I was actually considering just a moment ago firing the ether cannon. What I'm gonna do is move these turrets back ever so slightly and then drop the nullifier again. Alright, we are that much closer to victory. And I do literally mean closer. How much reach do we have on a mortar here? Oh my goodness. Why is that not on this circle of power? I think that this amount of snipers should be able to contain the situation. We're going to swap this out for a mortar so that I can actually hit some of this stuff. Now, what I'm thinking is that these are actually increasing the spread rate of the digitalis. So the more of these that I kill, more than likely, the slower it is going to spread. So I'm going to build a nullifier a little bit further out, which is probably going to kill 2, maybe 3 more. And then I'll start like bumping the cannons up to the edge and really trying hard to get something done here. And to that end, I'm going to build a few more cannons. Good. And we'll move those up in just a momento. Would help if my relay was actually functioning and not completely trashed. Okay, so relay, and we're good. Awesome. Check south side, I think you have an issue. Check south side, I think you have an issue. No. No, I don't. I think that I am doing perfectly fine, actually, on all of this. I mean, I have that one crazy mortar that's firing, like, an insane amount of shots, but that's what it's supposed to be doing, so I think I'm good. I need more digitalis turrets right up at the front of this line. And those are going to connect and beat this thing back with a vengeance, and then we'll be able to start actually doing some good over here. I might even be able to... Oh my. I might even be able to build a nullifier over on this side. Holy cow. I have never in my life used this many digitalis cannons. This is absolutely insane. But I guess when the entire map is covered in digitalis, you gotta do what you gotta do. So that is what is going on. Alright, nullifier right here. Please survive. Thank you. You are the bomb. Just barely, he took damage, but he is surviving. Okay, so that turret is down. There's just so much right here. I'm gonna have to take both of these arms at the same time, little by freaking little. Not to be confused with little by chicken little. Okay, so 2 more there. Set that up. Oh, that was a lot that we just killed. Okay, good. Good. Let's go ahead and stack more digitalis. Enabled turrets, I mean. There. Move these up a tad. Just gotta keep beating that son of a gun back. That's all we gotta do. Woo. You left the turrets back there targeting digitalis. Yeah, there are digitalis targeting turrets that are all over the place. And then the mortars and the anti-creeper spreading, so that is not really a concern for me. What I'm more concerned about is trying... This is not on the ground. I am not going to be able to use a single one of these power circles for a nullifier. Which, let's be real, that would be amazing. Because you would be able to just nullify a gigantic chunk at once. And it would be amazing and helpful and all of those wonderful things. But alas, it is just not meant to be. So we're going to build a nullifier up here. I think that'll take out another chunk of the arm, and we'll just keep edging our way across. As long as we're making a little progress is good. I really need a couple of normal turrets over here. Drop a relay, power that. That'll be another 3 gone, so that's good. And with those online, we should be able to beat back this entire edge. Although, why are they stuck? I need to move those up a little. There's a little seam right there that's collecting creep. There we go. It's because I was on too low of a level, that's what it was. Dang it. Wait a minute. 9, 8, 8. I've really been on the low level this entire time wondering why it wasn't beating it back. Good God. Yes, they're actually all shooting uphill, and I did not realize. Oh my goodness. Why, Brink? Why do you do this to yourself? Okay, so I got you up there. Now we're actually doing something. Because holy cow. Okay. So with those in, I should be able to maintain some semblance of a push. Get another one up. That'll be 3 digitalis working on it. I need to make space for a relay. There is no space here. Let me see if I can make the connection there and actually beat this back. Okay, so that should sustain well enough. Let's go nullifier here. Ah, no! One more. Which is, of course, out of range of the stupid thing. Just maintain. Come on. Alright. Back. Move up. And we're good. Okay. Come on, this is gonna be the best nullifier that ever nullified. Give it to me. It's like 7 or more. I don't know because they're stacked. It's a lot. Alright, I see you over there. It's fine. Pulse cannon lost on the front edge. Move another digitalis up. Slowly but surely we make the progress. Come on, come on. That one we're gonna turn to Creeper. So that it gets it off of the turret itself. Oh, wow. Okay, so the digitalis is actually doing fine. I think that we need to start pushing up on other edges so that we can make progress. Because right now we just need to be actually killing the sheer amount of creeper that there is. And both of those are connected, and both of those are healthy, and both of those are absorbing shots. So that seems fine. Let's go ahead and move you up here as well. I might be able to take a massive chunk out of this, depending on how well these turrets do. Let's do you, set you to Creeper, and go up to the front, and then I need to get another relay as well. Oh yeah, that should be fine. Should be fine. So with the 2 additional, that is going to, yes, push that back quite a bit. Maybe not enough, though. We need 1, 2, 3. 2 space, question mark? For nullifier? No, it is 3. Okay. So 3 spaces for nullifier. Move you up slightly. Leaving space for a relay, which is going to be a bit beleaguered at best. Come on, you can do this. You can maintain. You can maintain! You can do this! Losing HP fast. Okay, we're just going to build a nullifier while we can. It's got really high build speed. It's got really high charge speed. If that turret lives long enough, all it's got to do is wipe out this arm and we're good. Also, I think we might be able to get a nullifier in right here now. Nope, I was wrong. Right there? Yes! Good, 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 good! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Charge! You son of a gun! It can't charge while it's underneath creep. Goodness. Move the mortars up. That is probably the piece of the puzzle that I am missing. Come on. Nick, I have no idea, man. The plan that I had for it kind of fell apart, to be honest, and I feel bad about that, but there's not anything I can do about it. Okay, so that is going to be Very desperately. I am concerned. I'm kind of losing ground in a big, big, big way. And that's not great. Not great news. Let's go ahead and destroy that. I'm going to bump you forward slightly, which is going to leave me space to get another relay in. This is a very carefully crafted map to be as dastardly as possible with the placement of all of this stuff. It is kind of bonkers and very irritating and challenging, which means it's probably a well thought out and well made map. There isn't a 174 yet? Yeah, not quite that many quotes. Okay, so with that in, we... Oh! A beamer. Because that beamer keeps coming in and screwing us up. Right like that. Okay. Relay build. Go, go, go. Need a relay here. Move that over slightly. Over there. Come on, just get it up in there. Get that stuff pushed back. Get our relay down. Oh, daggone it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Relay in. Yes! Which is going to give us an opportunity to drop 2 digitalis enabled turrets right in there. And then move those around so that we actually get everything taken care of. Oh my goodness. It's actually working. Get you there, get you there. A relay around the back side, which can connect those. And then we're gonna need to place a digitalis turret up on top, I think, in order to kind of move this back some. Because right now, these are firing wide open at the lower level area, and I think that with this in place, yeah, and with the mortars pushing it back as well, no, I have to have a regular there too. Dang it. It's just not meant to be. It is just not meant to be. We're gonna have to leave that as it is. Alright, but good news. We are actually in the position that we need to be to place a nullifier up here, I think. Just hold it back until it can build. Dang it. Alright, couple more turrets. 4. Drop everyone up in here. Except for you are going to be dropped here to buy a little bit of time for Mr. Nully to build. Because he's only intermittently touched. So I think that if we're able to save this for just a couple of seconds. Ah, it's coming from that direction. Okay. So I need to move you up and then nullify in the back. And that will actually let it build. Let it build. Let it build. We need this thing to die. Nullifier here. Oh my goodness, that is gonna build 2! Glorious! That's gonna be even more emitters on the same one. What about the forge cannon? The forge cannon doesn't do jack squat versus the digitalis, and that is the problem right now. What? Look at that chunk taken out. Did it miss one? No, it didn't. That is all completely clear. Oh my goodness. This is actually working. All right, relay. Need to move up. We need to get another relay in right here, which is going to let us get another nullifier even closer. Maybe. Yes. Okay, so you just have to stay alive until this nullifier fires, and then all of this will be gone. And you will not have to worry about it anymore. Come on. Come on. You can do this. And all of them disintegrate at the same time as the cannon fails. So now I just need to get a nullifier in front of that, which should be feasible with the cannon that's coming in. Oh, yeah. That is deliciously satisfying. To the highest order. Build, 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 build. Dadgummit. Can you build now? Yes! Okay, so it will load. It's just going to stall intermittently as it gets hit. Come on, you got this, you glorious son of a gun. Boom! World secure in 42 minutes. I'm gonna claim that victory. Ooh. 27 minutes is the best time right now. 42 is gonna net me 42.40 is gonna slot me in at 20 exactly, I think, if I mathed correctly. Yes, 20. I don't actually feel bad about that playthrough. That is a complicated complicated map, but I am really liking what this map author is doing, so that is freaking awesome. No, there was not a circle of power that was not over the void until the very end. And by then, I was already in range, so it didn't really matter. So, anyway, that is awesome. Yes. Yeah, I could have put sprayers on the front. Probably would have made it a little... But unfortunately, didn't make it. That is going to wrap everything up for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like and share it with someone. If you want to support the channel, catch the streams, or join the Discord, check out the links in the description. Thank you all for being at least partially insane, and I will see you in the next one.